Okay, so I've started recording this part because this is going to be for any parents that were not able to show up to this. So how do you get an instrument? So the first option is renting through the school. It's a $100 rental fee. We have a limited selection of instruments, but this is mainly for students who are going to be playing larger instruments. So tuba, bari sax, euphonium, any of those really big instruments, which are very expensive to rent, we have those at the school. If your child is playing a smaller instrument like clarinet, flute, trumpet, I highly recommend you rent them. There are a lot of benefits, and I'm actually going to pass it over to Dan. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen. And now you can all see my lovely face. Hi, everyone. And Dan, do you want to share your screen, talk about rentals through Long and McQuaid?
Absolutely. Hi there, everyone. My name is Dan, and I'm from Long and McQuaid. And we're just going to do a quick walk through what our rental program is and really simply how to rent from Long and McQuaid. We have what is called our online rental program. And so all you need to do is go to, let me just get my screen share here going.
How does differ?
Yep, looks good.
That looks good. Excellent. Yep. So that if you go to rentals.long-mcquaid.com, real simple to remember, just maybe write that down already so that you've got that for later. And I'm just going to show you what that website looks like and answer just a couple of quick questions about how to process your rental. So I don't know if you can see this or not, but I'm just typing that into my browser.
We can't see that, but that's okay. So whether you're attending the meeting now or you're not, I will have that link up in a little document that I'll send to all the parents, along with some of the information you're talking about here.
For sure. So the first page that you're going to see is just a bunch of different instruments. And find the one that is the one that you're interested in renting and click on the picture. So just for today's purposes, we're going to click on clarinet. And I've clicked on that. The first option that you have to choose between is whether you want to do a school year rental, so pay for the whole school year up front, or whether you want to pay by the month. When you pay for the whole school year up front, it ends up being a little cheaper. Because you're paying for it all up front, you save a little bit. But you can also choose monthly rental, and then it's just a smaller amount that you pay each month, and it goes directly off of your credit card. So you're going to be choosing between one of these two. When you go to this screen and scroll down a little bit further, you are going to see something called School Year Rental Premium. And I would say, just so that you know, most school year rentals are from the top two, either a regular school year rental or the monthly rental up there. What a premium rental is that some of our instruments just are more of an investment for us as a company. They're still student instruments, but they just cost a little bit more. And so because of that, we have to charge a little bit more. They also would have a probably, I think it's 2 years or less of rental on them. Our rental fleet is quite new. If you will be renting from us, you will see that your instrument has been out on rent for, usually it's between 0 up to 5 years is kind of the maximum that we have it out on rent for. So again, you're probably going to be renting from one of these two, either the school year rental or the paying for that by the month.
And just in real quick, Dan. So
yeah,
for parents wondering, oh, should I be renting a premium instrument? Honestly, I played a student clarinet up until my second year of university as a music major. So even the, I don't know, the not premium instruments, they're still good quality because St. John's, sorry, not St. John's, Long and McQuaid, they service them, they make sure they're in good condition. We have never received an instrument of poor quality from Long and McQuaid. So I do just want to put that out there too, in case any
For
parents
sure.
are wondering if, premium means it's necessarily better. It's just how long the instrument has been out for renting. Is that correct, Dan?
That's right. That's the main thing. It's they're all student instruments. It's just that the regular school year rentals are ones that have been out on rent for probably 2 years or longer, and they're of a brand that just it's not about a quality difference. It's just that from our supplier they cost more, and we need to the premium ones, and we need to charge a little bit more because of that. So the last thing on this page, I'm going to scroll down a little bit further, is a little box here that is automatically selected, and this is for instrument rental protection. And what that is it is $20 for the school year, and it covers you if the instrument gets lost or stolen or damaged. So it covers absolutely everything. It's $2 a month if you do the monthly rental, or $20 for the school year. And yeah, we see definitely most parents go for that because you never know what's going to happen to an instrument. And so, like I said, that is automatically selected, but it is optional, and you can click on that to deselect that. But I'm going to click on that just to put that back. And that's that second page. I'm going to hit continue. And this is where you see accessories. And for each instrument, there's lots of different accessories that you can get. And I'm just going to highlight a few of them today. If you are playing a woodwind instrument, and by that it's clarinets and the various saxophones, you will need to get reeds to play them. It's just one of the regular pieces that you need to have. And so you will need to buy a box of, if you can just remember the orange box that says 2.5 on it. So in this case, I am going to select that for my clarinet rental. And I'm going to scan past. There's extra mouthpieces. Your instrument is going to come with a mouthpiece, so you don't need to get one of those. There's tuners, there's metronomes. Good things to have, but maybe you consider getting it as a stocking stuffer for Christmas or something like that. You don't need to start with those things right away. Nearing the bottom of the page, there is the Essential Elements Book 1. Now, from what I understand, there are books available to use in the school, but if you wanted to take that book home or have your own copy, this is the method book that is going to be used in the class. Ms. Manning, did you have anything to add about that?
Oh, absolutely. And the other thing you're going to see, which is relatively new because of COVID, is to the left of that is the bell cover. Now, you are more than welcome to purchase a bell cover for your child, but we also will be making bell covers in class. So we have materials as well that I've purchased through the school. So we're going to be making covers that will be washed every week in the machines at school. So it's up to you if you want to purchase the bell cover or if you want to just do a DIY one at home. A lot of the smaller instruments, you can even just put an old sock over the bell, and that's also a good option instead of spending $12 on that bell cover. So if you have any questions about that, you can also send me an email, but don't worry if you don't remember this. I'm going to be writing it all down in an email for everyone.
Excellent. So I'm going to scroll to the bottom of that page and hit continue. And this is where you would write in your contact information. Anything with a little star beside it is a field that has to be filled out. So you've got your name, your address, your phone number, your email address. So enter as much of that as you can. And also some important things, student's name, so that we know whose instrument this is and who it belongs to. Gonna keep scrolling down. A couple things to point out right at the very bottom. There is something called preferred Long and McQuaid location. And if you can make sure that it says Calgary Chinook, we have about 80 locations across Canada. And if you send this out to Ontario, they would be happy to ship you an instrument, but you would be paying the shipping on that. And so make sure that it says Calgary Chinook, and that's the store that I work at. And then I will watch for those to come in. and I've got a team of people helping me process these. They will set them all aside, and I will deliver them to the school. So you don't need to pay for shipping to get it shipped to your house. You also don't need to come to the store to pick it up. I will deliver those. So just make sure that this field says Calgary, Chinook, and then the last one, it says ship or pick up. And in that menu, you want to make sure that it says ship to school. And when you say that, a little pop-up banner will come and say, please only use ship to school option if you've already made arrangements with the music teacher at your school. And yes, we've made that arrangement and that's all set up. When we get the instruments, the contracts in, they'll be processed and I will deliver these all to the school. If I hit continue now, which I can't do, it's going to tell me that that the rest of these fields aren't filled out yet. But the last screen after hitting continue is just a place for you to put your credit card number and to get payment. And so that's the whole rental process. Takes 5 to 7 minutes, really simple. I don't know if, does anyone have any questions? I don't see a chat here, so I'm not sure if there's any coming up there or not. But
take a look at the chat. I don't see anyone. Oh, I don't know if anyone's typed anything, but the other good thing too about shipping it to the school is every instrument has a unique serial number. So when they're delivered to the school, I keep track of those serial numbers, because if you return the instrument and it's not the right instrument in the case, we have a lot of mix up with young students. Then I don't think you can actually return it. So I also keep track of all that, even for the rentals. So that's another good thing about having it shipped to the school. And I open the cases, make sure everything's good for everyone. So
one more thing there is, if anything does go wrong with the instrument, if suddenly it's not playing properly or anything like that, very simple, come into the store and swap it out for a different one. It's straight across at the counter. We look and go, you've rented a flute? Here's a different one that's just gone through the shop and is serviced and cleaned and ready to go. And then we take your other flute and we bring it back to the shop to get fixed up. And so real simple. If anything goes sideways or isn't playing properly, really easy for us to just switch it out right at the counter at any of our stores. So
yeah, and what's nice about that too with the renting is you're not paying for that service, whereas if it was an instrument you bought outright, servicing is minimum $60. Okay, Dan, we have a question.
Yes.
Can someone just order a book?
For that, what you'd want to do is, instead of going to our rental process here, just go directly to long-mcquaid.com. You can order a book there and it's going to just be shipped out to you from our web store. Yes, you can do that. You can also just pop into any of our stores and pick it up there.
Yeah, actually, that's a really good point. Yeah, so you can pick up the book just by going into the store, or if you're not sure which book to order, just send me an email and I can send you a link to it on the Long and McQuaid website. Okay, now good question. The school instrument rental, I will be setting that up through Archibus. I was having trouble with the online system last week when I tried assigning it. So if your student is going to be using a school instrument, they'll still be able to use it in class starting in band next week, but you might not be able to pay the fee yet so they can take it home. I sent an email to our Archibus tech. So Archibus is our instrument inventory system. So hopefully I'll get that sorted soon. Tomorrow. And how long does it take for an instrument to be delivered to the school? And Dan, how long do you think it'll take?
Good question. The question also comes down to when do you want to start band?
We're ideally hoping next week. You guys are usually pretty quick though, right, Dan? I mean, it doesn't take too long.
Yeah, I would say if you can just make sure that I don't see a reason to delay past right now, but make sure that you've gone through this process by Friday. And then we will process them over the weekend and get them there early to mid next.
Rico 2.5 is not on the rental page. Dan, would you mind going to the rental thing and seeing if there's a tenor sax one that we can take a look at?
Take a quick look there. there?
Yeah, just because I have a parent saying that, oh, there's tenor sax. There's no Rico 2.5. So let's see what does show up. Oh, there it is.
Right here,
Oh,
2.5.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? They have the wrong picture on there. It's still
Oh,
this.
yeah.
You can see that it says 2.0. That is wrong. It's the wrong picture. But if you look here, it says tenor sax reads 2.5. Hey, good call, good eye there. Our web store is incorrect on that one.
Yeah, I'll
This
have
is
to
the one that you want. And one other thing is when you process this, you will get a phone call from one of our staff just to confirm all the details, make sure that you know, hey, yes, we've got your order and we're putting it through. And they'll ask you just kind of confirming all the details of all this. So tenor sax, this is the box of reeds that you want. And again, if you look at the description, that gets rid of any questions.